Well, hello everyone. Thank you for being here and for joining our Monday night webinar. This is your host, Nikki Cloud, and tonight we're going to be talking about our new emotional aromatherapy kit. First, before we get started though, I noticed that there's quite a few new people on this webinar. And what I've been told by several people is this is a first time webinar for a lot of people. So a lot of you have never attended one of our essential oil workshops or educational classes. So I'm excited to be the first to share with you and teach you a little about what oils are. So first off, guys, I just want to let you guys know that every Monday night we have webinars. Okay, they're going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the coast in California. So this is able, having them at this time, I know it's an inconvenience for some people because this is like when you sit down and have dinner and enjoy your family time. But I have a lot of people on the East Coast too that are really interested in learning and attending these webinars. So they will be recorded, so if you can't make it, don't worry. When you have 15 minutes, go back and listen to it later. Just know that you can find us every Monday night, and these are here for you to learn. We want you to learn more about essential oils, and if you do have oils at home, then we want you to understand the versatility behind those oils so you're using it in a lot of different ways in your life. So I'm excited for you to be here. Thanks for joining us. Grab a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to learn a lot about oils in the next 15 minutes. So first off, I just want to ask you guys a question and be serious. Get real with yourself. Are you ready for the doTERRA lifestyle? Okay, if you know what I know, you would be jumping up and down saying, yes, I am so ready. Okay. I love the doTERRA lifestyle. I love being in control of my happiness and my health. Okay, I know sometimes it's easier to trust somebody else because we think, well, they have initials beside their name, so they must know everything. And you know what? They know a lot. And we're so grateful for our medical professionals. We're so grateful for them. They are a wealth of knowledge. And there is a time and place where they can benefit our life. But I want you guys to take back some control. And I want you to learn that you have the ability to really make a difference for your own life and for those that you love. Okay, just a few things that I love about using essential oils. They are safe. They're safe. They're pure. They're natural. They're God's gift to the world. There is a reason why we have these beautiful, beautiful plants. They serve us. They benefit us in more ways than one. When was the last time you grabbed something that was a synthetic product? Did you feel safe taking it? Did you feel safe putting it on your body? And what was the effects of that product? Have you ever had a negative effect? Okay, I know I have, and I know it's scary. Our oils, our products are so economical, it's ridiculous. Sometimes a drop of oil is 4 cents. Sometimes it's less, sometimes a little bit more. But that one drop of essential oil can sometimes serve 20 different things going on inside of our body. Okay, so with one drop of oil, you're able to ease your muscle spasms, while somebody else in your house is able to use that one drop of oil and it's able to uplift their mood. And then you're able to use that drop of oil or another drop of oil on your countertops and disinfect your home. Okay, I love these oils because they're so economical and they're so versatile. For me, I spend anywhere between for me personally, my own personal budget is about $200 a month. Now, I know for some people that might sound like a lot, but what I was spending before this to feel better was a lot more money, and the results were not nearly what my results are today. So you have to look at the pros and cons. Okay, yeah, I'm going to spend a little bit of money this month, but guess what? I am actually going to get the benefit that my body needs. And then that means I'm going to feel amazing. And if I feel amazing, I'm going to be able to do amazing things with my life. Our products are super effective. They're effective because they're natural, they're pure, and there's no synthetics in any of our products. Okay, it's 100% God's gift to you. And I love that. And that's what we need. That's what our homes need. That's what our community needs. And this is what the world needs, is we need safe, economical, and effective means at feeling and being our very, very best. So when I teach people about essential oils, I can talk all day long on the experiences, how they've helped me, how they've helped people all around the world that I work with. But it really doesn't mean anything until they understand what it is. So like anything, I think once you understand the mechanics behind how something works, then you're more apt to using it and probably even researching it and understanding more about it. Okay, I know for me, when I was first introduced to these oils, I remember being super pessimistic and being like, look, this is a nice theory and all, but really rubbing an oil on my belly isn't going to do what I need done. But once I put my pride aside, which was not easy for me to do because I grew up Western medicine and I grew up knowing nothing about hippie oils. So to me, because I didn't know what they were, equaled they did not work, which is sabotaging. That was such sabotaging thinking. So obviously they worked because here I am 4 years later. So I want you guys to understand what oils are. So I'm just going to teach you just real quick, give you a crash course on what essential oils are. Okay, ready? So first and foremost, where we start, the first step in this process is with actually the plants themselves. So what we do at doTERRA is we source indigenous plant material. Okay, so we use a global network of artisans to provide the most raw material in the world. Okay, so what that means is plants like peppermint and lemon and lavender, they grow wildly. You probably have them in your backyard, but they grow naturally in specific parts of the world. And wherever they grow naturally is where they have the most therapeutic benefit. So at doTERRA, what we do is we work with these countries, with these communities. We travel the world and we figure out where plants grow naturally. Okay, another word for naturally is indigenous. And so what we do is we go there and we don't go over there and open up shop and bring our people over there to grow plant material. Absolutely not, because we're not experts at it. And it's not something that is ingrained in our culture or what we've been doing for generations. So for example, we go to Nepal or Somalia or India, and the people there, this is what they've been doing for their economy for generations. They grow, they harvest, they distill plant material, and they sell it to perfumeries. They sell it to companies. And unfortunately, there's always a middleman involved that takes a lot of the profits. So these beautiful people in these poor countries are slaving all day long over harvesting and distilling indigenous plant material and selling it for nothing for companies around the world to take and to synthesize and to dilute and to sell for a higher profit. So what doTERRA has done, and one of the reasons why doTERRA was created, was because the owners knew this was happening. They were in the industry and they said, no, wait a second. We want the purest plant material from these amazing artisans from these beautiful countries that are poor and struggling, but we don't want a middleman. We want to work directly with these people. We want to develop a relationship and a partnership with these people, and we want to give them what they need. And so that's what we do at doTERRA. Okay. Let me just finish. I know I'm getting off on a tangent, but this is a fun tangent to get off on. For example, our frankincense comes from Somalia, and all of the harvesters in Somalia are in an agreement and a partnership. So you can only purchase the purest frankincense in the world from doTERRA, because those harvesters in Somalia, it's quite interesting. They've never worked together because this is their source of income. So they each individually harvest frankincense and they sell it to the highest bidder. And so they're at competition with one another. But what we have done is we have gone over there, and it's not a safe place to travel by any means, but corporate, and we actually have an ex-Navy SEAL that works with us, and they go over there, and what they did is they brought everybody together and they said, hey, we want to work together. Instead of you guys fighting or you guys working individually, we want you guys to work together to harvest frankincense, and we want to be a team. And so it's a beautiful thing because we say to them, what do you need from us? We want the purest frankincense in the world, and this is what you do. Okay, we know by you sourcing it, the potency is going to be clean and pure, and it ensures that the property or the care of the plant, it's just cared for. It's loved. This is what they do. This is what they believe in. So we say to them, what do you need from us? Okay, so we compensate them based on what their needs for their economy is. Sometimes it's food, sometimes it's water, sometimes it's building schools and clinics, it's a truck full of sheep and goats, sometimes it's monetary. Okay, it really just depends on what that economy needs. So what essential oils are is they come from plants. They come from indigenous plant material. When that plant material is exposed to steam distillation, what happens is oil. You guys, I want you to Google it so you can actually see the pictures because it's fascinating. But what comes out of plants is this liquid, what you're seeing right here. And I like to call it the blood life of the plant. So take a look outside. See all those beautiful plants that are surrounding you? What is keeping them thriving? Have you ever asked yourself that? Okay, obviously they're fed by water, but what is keeping them green and living? It's actually their blood life, which is essential oils. They're aromatic compounds. So what that means is we're a lot like plants, meaning we're living. Okay, so when we use essential oils on our body, it acts the same in our body as it does in the plant. It acts as our immune system. So when we apply the oils topically or internally or aromatically, these aromatic compounds are able to uplift, strengthen, and support our body. Beautiful, right? How do essential oils work? Well, one of the cool and easiest ways to use essential oils is on the bottoms of your feet. And I recommend doing this when in doubt, because guess what? You have the largest and the most pores on the bottoms of your feet. The oils get into your blood system within 20 to 30 seconds, and the oils are systemic. That means they travel throughout your entire body. Okay? So it's like they scan your body, and whenever they see something that needs a little bit of support, kind of stops and it does its job. Okay, the oils penetrate our cell membranes. So we have trillions of cells inside of our body that make up this beautiful body that we have. Your cells, this is important. I want you to listen. I know I'm getting into like some serious stuff here, but this is good stuff for you. We have trillions of cells. Our cells are responsible for communicating to our body whether we are okay or not. When somebody is sick and really diseased, it starts at a surface level, which is their cells. Think of your cells in your body as little cell phones. They are talking to your body. They're talking to the tissue, to the organs. They're talking to everything, okay? So we want your cells to be healthy. Fortunately, and we're so blessed that essential oils, doTERRA's oils, because they're the purest and they're clean, they work at a cellular level, okay? They assist our mood. I love this aspect of our oils. I love teaching people about emotional wellness. Our body is not able to strengthen and rebuild physically until we accomplish and focus on our emotional issues. So I love that I can tell people, look, if you're feeling crummy, you're in control of that. Smell an oil and change your mood. And it's beautiful. This is a great way to assist people in our home who are struggling and who do not want to try using essential oils. We can diffuse oils in the air using an ultrasonic diffuser, and doTERRA has plenty options. And guess what? We can manipulate. That's an awful word to use, but you get what I'm saying. We can change people's moods without them even knowing it. It's fun. Okay, any of you moms and dads feel like this? Okay, I know you do. I work with a lot of you, and this is one of the reasons why I'm contacted by a lot of parents. Their days, their life feels like this every single day, and they want to control it. They want to take back some control of their life, and they're able to do that using oils. Okay. So the daily benefit of using essential oils is they support you. They support your energy, your mood. They support the environment around you. You're able to keep your kids calm, collect, and focused using essential oils. They're going to support the day that you need to have to be the very best you want to be. They protect you. What are you using right now that is protecting your body, that is boosting your immune system and keeping it safe from things that you have no control over when you walk outside of your house? What do you put on your children every morning and night that provides this protection? And if you're having a day like this, it's going to assist you in feeling so much better. Okay, let's jump into the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit. So this kit is pretty fascinating. I love doTERRA because, well, for 1,000 reasons, but one of them is when we express a need, they go to work and they make it happen. So they formulated these beautiful essential oils. They're blends. So they took several plants and they created all of these oils for us, and they address every single area of our emotional needs. Okay, so let me ask you, can you benefit from aromatherapy? Can you benefit from smelling something and being a better person or feeling better or being more accomplished or feeling optimistic or boosting your self-esteem? Can you benefit from that? Absolutely, you can. On a daily basis, we process dozens, hundreds, and thousands of different emotions. It's terrifying to think that, but we do. We do in emotions. We don't realize this, but emotions are such huge triggers for how we behave. Okay, guys, what does serotonin and dopamine have in common? These neurotransmitters are responsible for regulating your mood. Well, good thing that we can use something that penetrates our blood-brain barrier and is able to assist our neurotransmitters in changing, managing, balancing our mood. Okay, so currently, what are you doing to assist these neurotransmitters? What are you doing on a daily basis? Hopefully, you're eating healthy, clean, exercising, getting plenty of rest, and staying hydrated. Those are awesome good things that you should be doing every day that's going to help that. But what are you doing that is working at a cellular level? Okay, like it or not, this is just the fact, but emotions will drive your decisions. Okay, so let's get into the oils. So Motivate is our encouraging blend. So a lot of the plants that are in this blend are fruits. So citrus oils promote feelings of confidence, courage, and belief. If you apply to pulse points, if you just diffuse in the air or open the bottle, apply it to wherever you can smell it. It is going to give you courage, motivation, and it's going to give you belief in yourself in participating in front of people or during sporting events or doing different things. So think about it. Do you need to be more motivated during the day? Do you need to feel better? Where's your self-esteem at? Think about your children. Think about those in your home. Do your kids need more confidence? How is their self-esteem? Do they have a hard time making friends at school? Do they like their teacher? Are they going through, are they going through that transition in their life right now where they're unsure of who they are? Okay, this is a great oil for them. The plants that are used to create this beautiful blend are right here. In the aromatic description, it's just a very fresh smelling blend. Cheer. This is our uplifting blend, and it comes from spices. So spices promote feelings of optimism, cheerfulness, and happiness. Okay, it peps you up, makes you feel really, really good. It counteracts negative emotions of feeling down, blue, or low. So how cool is it? Like you can wake up and be like, man, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I have no idea why. I'm just feeling down today and I can't feel this way. I have to have a good day because I have to talk in front of 200 people tonight. Okay, has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me on more than one occasion. And it's so cool to be able to turn to an oil. Now I can turn to this beautiful blend, and I know in a matter of minutes, my mood is going to be where I need it to be. That way I can go do my job, be effective, and make a difference. Okay. A way to use this oil is diffuse it. You can diffuse it in a diffuser at home, at work. Talk to your teachers. We have schools all around the globe that use essential oils in their classroom to assist positive feelings. And so this is a great way to really bless others around you by diffusing it. It's a very warm but fresh aroma. All of these blends have just a unique aroma to them. But again, it's because look at all of these plants that we use to create such a dynamic result. Passion, it's an inspiring blend. So you notice this picture right here. So this is the family that distills our lemongrass oil in India. Beautiful family. I would love for you guys to go Google doTERRA lemongrass and watch the YouTube video. It's like 3 minutes long, but get to know this beautiful family and the village they live in and what they go through to harvest lemongrass oil. They have to trek up this mountainside. I want to say it's like 4 miles up this mountainside. It takes a few months to harvest lemongrass, which is this beautiful grass that they're carrying, and they have to carry it down this mountain where they distill it. And I just wanted to share that with you. It's just a beautiful process. So herbs and grasses promote feelings of excitement, passion, and joy. It counteracts negative feelings. Okay, so again, I know we all do this. It's completely normal and natural. It's normal to be disinterested, to be bored, to just be down for no stinking reason. And guess what? Grab your passion oil, smell it, rub it on your heart, and feel the love. You know, sometimes I rub oils on my body. This makes me want to cry, but I think of these people. I think of these families, these kids that literally have absolutely nothing. But they love what they do. They've been doing this. This is what they believe in. And their hands are on these plants that eventually become distilled oils that are put on our body. I think it's just a beautiful connection. One way you can use these oils is apply to pulse points and heart throughout the day to feel inspired and to feel passionate. Here are the plants created for this beautiful blend, and it has a very fresh and minty aroma. Okay, so the Forgive blend, this is a renewing blend. This picture here is our arbor vitae tree. trees. This is what an arborvitae tree looks like, and it's from Canada. And I messed up here. I copied the last post. This Forgive blend is not from herbs and grasses. It is from woods. Okay, so woodsy oils are going to help you with this area of your life. So woodsy oils help with contentment, relief, and patience. It counteracts negative emotions of anger and guilt. It's quite interesting because the Native Americans, they nicknamed the arborvitae tree the tree of life. And if you haven't seen my YouTube video on arborvitae, I highly recommend that you look at it, because the history behind the Native Americans and how they utilize the arborvitae trees it's just so beautiful. And so arborvitae trees are indigenous to Canada. And it's amazing to me that they were nicknamed the tree of life so long ago. And yet when we use these woodsy oils, we're able to renew. So it's kind of like a new life. Okay, so you can diffuse when meditating. You can diffuse when you're being prayerful in the morning, or when you're pondering, when you're reading, when you're waking up, and maybe you take a bath or a shower first thing in the morning. Diffuse this oil and renew a fresh day. Here are the plants that help us create this beautiful blend, and it has a very woodsy scent. So I want to share with you guys a personal story. I have a lady at corporate that has been so sweet to support me and coach me in what I do. And she'll call me and ask me, how I'm doing, how the business is going, how are people loving the oils, and I get to share with her stories, and she takes interest in my own personal life, which is sweet, which is a beautiful thing. And we were talking about just some roadblocks that I have in my own business, and how I teach people about oils, and areas where I feel like I hold back and I don't allow myself to shine. And we were talking about it, and it was quite interesting. She goes, this is definitely, I forget how she worded it, but she said, what I do when I'm not working 40 hours a week for doTERRA, I do energy clearing for people. But she said, it would be a conflict of interest, so I can't do that with you, but I'll give you some recommendations. But she started asking me a lot of questions, and she's like, okay, well, we just need to do a little bit of energy clearing. So we did it anyways. And she said, does your lower back hurt? And I said, yeah, like it hurts. And for those of you that know me, know that I just have always had lower back pain. And I just kind of associated it with some previous health challenges that I had. And it was quite interesting because before that phone call, no joke, I had went and received reflexology 3 times because my lower back was killing me. And so she's like, that's the support part of your body. And if you don't support yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you have guilt or anger towards yourself, if you're harboring feelings that are preventing you from renewing and growing, then that is where you're going to feel it in your lower back. That's the support part of your body. And she's like, Nikki, I want you to do something for me. She said, I want you to go grab your Forgive oil, and I want you to rub it on your lower back, and I want you to tell yourself you love yourself. I want you to tell yourself that you're sorry for carrying all this pain and this guilt and harboring all these feelings that you have towards yourself. And let yourself know that you support yourself and you believe in yourself. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Kendall, that sounds so silly, but I so believe you, and I know what you're saying is true, and I'm going to do it. So sure enough, grabbed my Forgive oil, rubbed it on my back, put it down, went on with my day. And I noticed a few days later, I forgot all about it. But a few days later, I thought about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, my back hasn't hurt at all. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because sometimes we think our pain is physical when in reality, it's emotions that we have trapped in our body, and our body holds on to it for us because sometimes we can't process it and deal with all the emotions. So we put it somewhere in our body. So if you notice a lot of physical discomfort, try this. It may work for you, it may not, I'm just saying, but try it, and I hope that it does. Okay, console. This is a comforting blend. Florals promote feelings of comfort and hope. It counteracts negative emotions of grief, sadness, and hopelessness. Diffuse during times of loss to comfort the soul and evoke feelings of hope. Sorry for that spelling error. The aromatic description is a very musky and floral aroma. It's beautiful. I love this in my bath. And here are the plants that are used to create this beautiful blend. All right, peace. It's a reassuring blend. It comes from the mint family. It promotes feelings of peace, reassurance, and contentment. It counteracts anxiousness and fearful emotions. When experiencing anxious feelings, apply a drop to your hands, rub together, and inhale deeply. These are the plants that we use to make this blend, and it's a very sweet and rich aroma. So what's going on in your life? What is going on in your life today where you have heard one of these oils and you have felt like, man, maybe I can implement that oil into my life or into my child's life. And maybe, just maybe, that oil is going to promote A, B, or C. Okay. When you think about your life and you think about where you are, when you think about the fact, the proof, the research that emotions will dictate your decisions, it's kind of crazy to stop and see where your life is. It's kind of scary, and it's bittersweet sometimes to stop. And you know what? Take ownership and say, man, because I was feeling less than, because I was feeling scared, because I didn't know how to love, because I was unsure of who I am, because I didn't have confidence, because I was anxious. I did this and my outcome wasn't good. I didn't get up and go to an event and meet new people because I was feeling insecure about myself. I didn't take that job interview because I didn't think that I was qualified. I missed out on a relationship because I didn't think I was good enough. How many things have you missed in your life because of a silly feeling? And I don't mean feelings are silly. They're really important. They're your feelings and they're true. But man, what if we can change those feelings and turn them around to give you the life that you want and that you deserve? That is my hope for each of you on this call today, is that you can own your feelings, own what it has caused your life, and be willing to do something, try something to give you what you want. There's 2 ways to use these oils, okay? Aromatically and topically. Did you know when you smell doTERRA's oils, what happens is the smell, the aroma will get trapped into your nasal cavity, travel to your olfactory bulb, and then land in your limbic system. Okay, your limbic system is the seat, it is the core of all emotion. So your limbic system, when you smell an oil, okay, our decision-making skills are usually, this is where our decision-making skills come from. So when you smell an oil, guess what? You're affecting that decision-making part of your brain, the limbic system. Again, topically, using the oils on your body is able to release emotions as well. So play around, use them both ways, and see what works best for you. A lot of people like to dilute their oil. I understand some people are new to using essential oils, and for whatever reason, it's terrifying. I have people that are terrified to put an oil on their baby, but they'll put a cortisone cream on their baby all day long. Again, I get it. Society, we have completely gone the opposite way and have taught people nothing about essential oils or the safety of them. And I will say sometimes, like, perfumes and lotions will cause irritations to kids because of the synthetics in those. So I get why parents are a little bit worried. So if you feel safer using a coconut oil, that's totally fine. Make sure it is that though. doTERRA does sell fractionated coconut oil, which means it's liquefied. It has, it's very easy to use and to apply to the skin. We sell it in 3-ounce bottles. And the cool thing about coconut oil, actually, when you dilute it, is it helps the oils absorb and penetrate into your skin. Whereas if you use, like, say, olive oil, it would just sit on the skin. It wouldn't penetrate. So if you do dilute, use coconut oil. Okay, some things I just really want you to ponder. I want you to think about these things. And then the webinar is going to be over and you can go on with your night. When it comes to your mood, what would you change? What would you change today? What would your day, what would it have looked like if you were in a better mood? If you were happier, more optimistic, and more sure of yourself? What would your life look like? What would your business look like? What would your family look like? Take inventory of your emotions right now. Just scroll through how you have felt today. Shout it out. Shout it out, write it down, but own it. I want to know where this suffering comes from. Okay, where were these emotions planted? Who told you these emotions? Who made you feel this way? Nobody could actually make us feel a specific way. We choose how we feel. But what's causing you to feel this way? And why are you owning it? Why are you accepting this as reality and carrying it and letting it dictate your life? How much has this cost you? When I think about what my emotions, what my beliefs, and what my feelings previously have cost my life, it's a tragedy. It's actually really sad. It's sad that I didn't learn this earlier. It's sad that I wasn't willing to listen to this earlier, because I wonder sometimes where my life would be today if I knew these things. My life has cost me a family. It's cost me loved ones. What does it cost you? How will improving your mood solve your problems? I know it's such a simple thing. It's such a simple thing. Yet it has such profound impact in our lives. How will it improve your life? How will it solve the problems that you have today? What does your life look like when your moods are balanced? You know when you are having a rock star day, it's because you feel positive, you feel secure, confident, you feel like a badass, right? You know when you're having a good day, it's because your moods are good. Think about that. Evaluate over the past month, what days were good? Why were they good? Because you were feeling good. Okay, so for those of you that have a wholesale membership, you can go on your back office and you can purchase the kit. It's $159. For those that are not a doTERRA member, guess what? It's easy peasy to fix that. You can purchase this kit right here. It comes with all 6 oils. It comes with a really awesome petal diffuser, so you can diffuse them in the house. And it starts with a starter guide, and this is $195. And guess what? It waives your 1-year membership. So this is a really economical way to go ahead and get started using the oils now. Okay, and I just wanted to share with you guys one last picture. This is a picture of children in Nepal, and that is where we source our wintergreen essential oil. And I just wanted to share it with you because they're all standing here. They have essential oils in their hands and they're smelling them. And it's so cute because they go to work with mom and dad, usually moms. They go to work with mom and harvest the wintergreen plants. They don't have daycares like we have daycares here. So this is what they do. They grow up harvesting plant material. And so I see them. I see these little kids that are using plants for all of their needs. And I think, man, if they can do it, I can do it. So if they can do this, you can do it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining this webinar. Oils mean everything to me. I'm so blessed and I'm so fortunate that I have the ability, that I took the chance, that I took this opportunity and I ran with it. I'm so grateful that I get to travel and I get to teach people, or I get to do webinars. I get to meet beautiful, amazing humans every single day that inspire me to continue doing this, because every single home, every single person needs to learn the benefits of using essential oils to either feel good, to feel happy, to feel their best, to assist their body, to protect their body, to maintain their health. And it's important that we do this. So thank you. Thank you for allowing me to take your time tonight. I hope you learned something new, and I can't wait to talk to you next Monday night, where we're going to be learning about spearmint. All right. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.